One of the main reasons why most people have mediocre sex life is because they don't communicate. They don't ask for what they want and they don't speak up when they don't like something. As a consequence, they feel unmet and unsatisfied in their love life. So this is what we'll be diving in today's video. How to have the sex conversation, but not as awkward, so you can be fully met in the bedroom. But first, my love, welcome to my channel. My name is Magda Kay. I'm an intimacy expert, and here you'll find all the tips, insights, and techniques to enjoy the most fulfilling, epic, and legendary intimate life. Thank you so much for being here, and if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. So now, let's get into the topic of today's video. Like I said, we don't ask for what we want, we don't share our preferences, and through this, we don't give ourselves a chance to actually be fully met. Most people don't ever share their sexual fantasies, missing out on the opportunity because maybe their partner would turn out to be totally up for that. And then on the other hand, we also don't say when we don't like something, we just endure the things. So as a consequence, a lot of people don't just feel unmet or unhappy in their intimate life, their sex life literally becomes unpleasant. So I want you to think of this situation. Let's say you're going to a restaurant, it's an experience, so you're excited about it. You order your food, but when it comes, it just lacks something. It's not really to your liking. Maybe you'd like some salt, pepper, or some chili flakes. But you don't ask for it because you don't want to upset the waiter. And oh my God, what would the chef think? So you end up eating your meal kind of plain, kind of tasteless, while you could have a delicious meal if you just communicated. So that's exactly what we do in our intimate life. We are afraid to get judged and we don't want to hurt our partner's feelings. So we end up having plain, tasteless sex life while it could be delicious. But then how can we communicate what we want? Because if we are afraid of being judged and we are afraid of hurting our partner, just trying to ignore that feeling, it's not really going to solve much. We want to be able to acknowledge how we feel and still say what we want to say. So I have 3 tips for you to help you do this, to help you communicate about your sexual preferences and boundaries in a way that doesn't feel awkward, doesn't trigger your partner or you, and allows you to enjoy the best intimate life. So number 1, affirm rather than criticize. No one likes being criticized, but when it comes to sex life, we are even more sensitive. And this is very important for you to understand because to have sex with someone means to open up. It means you're intimate and vulnerable. So if you or your partner feels attacked, feels hurt, you'll shut down. And it may take you a few hours, few days, sometimes even a few months to be able to be vulnerable again. So you really want to be careful not to trigger your partner or yourself to shut down. So you want to communicate through affirming, through focusing on what feels good. Now look, if you're in a relationship, you naturally want to please your partner. You want to do things that they enjoy. So if you communicate to your partner when they do something that you really, really like it, they will understand and they will naturally want to do more of this. And if there's something else that you don't enjoy that they do, you just don't give this positive feedback, they will understand that you're not into this and they will stop doing this. And you will never have to actually tell them the uncomfortable truth that what they do doesn't work for you, which means their ego never gets triggered and they end up giving you exactly what you want. Number 2, keep it playful. Now, unless you're discussing abuse, harassment, or trauma, we really don't have to be so serious about sex. And if you do come to your partner and you ask for something or share something with a very serious voice, it sounds like it's a problem. So it's very easy for your partner to become defensive. So instead of being so serious, make it playful, make it seductive, make it fun. So let me show you what I mean. How do you feel when I tell you? We always do the same things in the bedroom. We really should try new positions. Versus, So I saw this new position today and I'd love to try it with you. So see, if you keep it fun and light, you're not triggering your partner to be defensive. You're making sure that he or she will not shut down, and instead you're presenting this new idea as something really fun to do together. So they're gonna be totally up for it because they wanna share positive emotions with you. And number 3, actually talk about it. So many couples don't ever discuss their sex life, and so over the time it like grows into this huge big thing that we're so scared of. So it's much easier to start, right, as soon as possible. Don't wait, because again, if you wait, it's gonna only get more difficult. So I want to give you a story. It's, to be honest, quite embarrassing, of something that happened to me back in the uni that really illustrates it. So there was this guy I knew, we were just acquaintances, and I didn't know his name, but I felt a bit weird to ask him. And guess what? I didn't ask for 2 years. Now, after 2 years, if I was to ask him, by the way, what is your name? That would really be weird. So it's the same here. If you never talk about your intimate life, bringing it up after many years is just super scary. So start making it a part of your daily conversation. Start with like 1 or 2 sentences, like comment on something that you did before or that you would like to do. Just make it a little like, just like simple sentence that you can have with your partner, sharing a meal or talking about your day, and slowly build up to bigger and more serious conversations. So when you do that, it will not feel so heavy and you will not be taking these conversations so personally. Means that you'll have more space to express what you want, to share what you don't want, discuss your fantasies without either one of you feeling triggered like you're doing something wrong. So these 3 tips will be very helpful to bring this conversation up, and like I said, without risking that either one of you shuts down. Because ultimately you want to talk about your sex life so that it can get better, not to be right. So if you would like more tips on how to communicate in a conscious yet firm way, I have a new training available inside the School of Intimacy. This training is called Communication Tools, and inside you're going to learn, first of all, 3 pillars of conscious communication. So this is really essential to understand if you want to make sure that the way you communicate doesn't trigger your partner and doesn't make them shut down and go into defense instead of listening to you. You're also going to learn how to have difficult conversations and move through conflict. No one likes conflict, we would happily avoid it, but you know that this is a normal part of your life. We're going to talk about saying no and keeping your boundaries. And you're going to get a lot of different tools and formulas how to communicate in specific situations, but there's one technique, especially my favorite, that is amazing to talk about your sexual fantasies. So this training, Communication Tools, is only available inside the School of Intimacy. You can visit magdakay.com/school to learn more about it, or check the link in the description of this video. So you can see what this training is about, you can see what else is already available inside the school, and if you feel that it's for you, you can sign up as well. So my love, I hope that you get value from this video, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe if you would like more videos like that. Thank you. Bye.